From our earliest days we're handed a script, one passed down for generations. It's woven into the stories we hear, the games we play, and the lessons we're taught by those we look up to. Be tough, don't cry, never show weakness. These words echo in locker rooms and at dinner tables. We learn to swallow our pain and believe that showing emotion is a sign of failure. So we build a suit of armor, layer by layer, believing it's our shield against the world. We convince ourselves it will keep us safe. But what if this armor is actually holding us back? What if it's weighing us down, making it harder to move, to breathe, to connect? Society equates stoicism with strength, but this act leaves us disconnected and alone. We become experts at hiding, even from ourselves. True strength isn't about hiding our feelings, it's about facing them. It's about having the courage to open up, even when it feels risky. This journey is about dismantling that armor piece by piece and unlearning the old rules that no longer serve us. It's time to step out of the armor and into the arena of our lives, to show up as our true selves and support one another. Together, let's redefine what it means to be strong and discover the freedom that comes from letting go of the armor. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's emotional exposure. It's letting others see our true selves even when we're unsure how they'll respond. In a world that tells us to hide our flaws, choosing to be vulnerable is a radical act. It means opening up, even when it feels uncomfortable or scary. It's stepping into the unknown, risking rejection, and allowing ourselves to be seen. Saying I love you, admitting I don't know, or sharing a dream. These are moments when we put our hearts on the line. Asking for help or admitting we're struggling, these are acts of courage that connect us to others. Vulnerability is the bridge that builds trust and intimacy. Vulnerability is the ultimate act of courage. It's the willingness to be seen, to be heard, and to be known for who we truly are. True connection, creativity, and joy are born from vulnerability. When we let our guard down, we invite others to do the same. To be vulnerable is to be alive. It's embracing the full spectrum of human experience. The highs and the lows, the joy and the pain. Vulnerability is not weakness, it's our truest measure of courage. Step into the arena and discover the strength that comes from being real. We're wired for connection, and trust is built on vulnerability. When leaders admit mistakes and share struggles, they create psychological safety. The people we trust most are those who are honest about their imperfections. Vulnerability invites others to be authentic, creating a loop of trust. The best teams aren't the smartest, they're the safest to be real in. Leaders who say I messed up foster learning and creativity. Suppressing emotions is exhausting and isolating. Sharing what's real relieves pressure and dissolves shame. Vulnerability is a biological necessity for trust and resilience. It's not a liability. It's the foundation of wholehearted living. Be honest and watch trust grow. The old model of the invincible leader is outdated. Today's strongest leaders are those who admit what they don't know and ask for help. Vulnerability from the top empowers teams to contribute and innovate. When leaders own their imperfections, teams feel safe to take risks. This builds loyalty, engagement, and creativity. A leader's vulnerability signals trust in the team's collective strength. The best organizations are built on cultures where it's safe to search for answers together. The new alpha empowers, asks questions, and leads with empathy. The armor of invincibility is now a liability. True advantage lies in connection and courage. Great teams are forged by leaders willing to be vulnerable. Dare greatly, together. We often celebrate heroes for their victories and the moments when they stand tall, but it's their struggles, their battles behind the scenes, that truly make them relatable and inspiring. The applause and medals are only part of the story. What we don't always see are the quiet moments of doubt, the pain endured, and the courage it takes to keep moving forward despite setbacks. When our heroes bravely reveal their scars, both visible and hidden, they give us permission to acknowledge our own wounds. Their openness reminds us that we're not alone in our struggles, and that healing is possible when we share our stories. True strength isn't about being untouched by hardship, it's about being transformed by it. Every challenge faced, every loss endured shapes us into more compassionate and resilient people. Athletes like Michael Phelps have shown us that sharing their struggles with mental health and setbacks doesn't diminish their greatness. Instead, it makes them more human, and in many ways, even more heroic. Their honesty paves the way for others to speak up. In the military, where silence was once the norm, admitting to pain and trauma is now recognized as an act of courage, not weakness. This shift is saving lives and building stronger communities. Vulnerability breaks the cycles of silence and isolation. When we open up, we create space for others to heal too, and remind each other that it's okay to ask for help. These stories, shared in living rooms and support groups, prove that vulnerability and strength are not opposites. They go hand in hand, each making the other possible. The courage to own our pain, to keep going even when the road is hard, forges a resilience that can't be broken by circumstance. When heroes show their humanity, their legacy deepens. They become role models not just for their achievements, but for their honesty and compassion. Our struggles don't disqualify us from greatness. They are the very things that make us unbreakable and inspire others to keep fighting. In the end, real strength is found not in perfection but in the scars we carry, and the stories of hope and healing they tell. For many men, the hardest words aren't, "I love you," but, "I need help." We're taught self-reliance, but hiding struggles keeps us in survival mode, alone and exhausted. Expressing struggle is a thriving strategy, not a weakness. Asking for help is a declaration of worthiness and readiness to grow. Vulnerability breaks isolation and deepens relationships. Sharing burdens creates trust and mutual respect. Your openness gives others permission to do the same. Alone, we're fragile. Together, we're strong. Building a support network is strategic strength. Real power is in connection, not isolation. The journey from survival to thriving starts with asking for help. You don't have to do it alone. Strength is in reaching out. The path to true power is radical authenticity. Let go of who you're supposed to be. Embrace who you are. Real strength is showing up with your flaws and scars, knowing you're worthy because of them. Vulnerability is the gateway to your most powerful self. The man who pretends to be unbreakable is the most fragile. True resilience is forged by facing your own brokenness. Sharing your struggles transforms shame into connection. Your story becomes hope for others. Lead by example. Show that strength is being honest and whole. Real power is facing pain and telling your truth. Drop the armor. Walk with an open heart. The weakness you hide is your source of invincibility. Embrace it and become unbreakable.